How in the fuck did I get here? um, that's the question I'm really asking myself because, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to do this. Just because when you look at everything that's going on and you look in the media, you just be feeling like there really ain't no motherfucking hope for us. I mean, it ain't like we destitute, but it's like as black people, we are so fucking disorganized and hateful towards each other, towards each fucking other. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it make you feel like it's fucking hopeless. We're fucking hopeless. It's like you really don't want to feel that way, but with the way shit's going, that's just how I feel. Like shit is just going. It's all we already at the bottom of the hill, but bitch, we just gonna keep digging and digging and digging. You know what I'm saying? And I was really debating on whether or not I wanted to do this. You know, but I'm here. uh, I guess giving my opinion, because this is just in the fucking opinion. Just to let anybody know, I'm nobody's leader, I'm nobody's preacher, I'm nobody's anything. Take what the fuck I'm saying with a grain of salt, because all of our experiences, well, individually, our experiences are different. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't gotta believe what the fuck I'm saying. I'm just speaking on my personal experiences and what the fuck I've been through and how I feel about shit. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, I really don't trust no fucking body. To be honest with you. And it don't matter what race you is, what gender, it really don't matter. I don't trust people at all. No matter what the fuck you selling me, it's like you can be the most genuine fucking person, and I'll still have that little twinge of like, I don't know about that motherfucker. I just don't know. That's just me though. That's just me, and that goes for anybody. But a little bit about me. Um, I am a gay black male. I'm in my early 20s. I live in the state of Florida, and where I'm at right now in life is just like I feel like I'm coming of age. Like I'm finally starting to realize what life is really the fuck about. I done went through a whole lot this past year. I done lost a lot of friends, made a few new ones. I don't fuck with people like that, but or a lot of people like that. But a lot of shit has happened in this past year, and it's really made me just think. And in turn, I've just really tried to expose myself to a lot of new things. Like I said, I feel like I'm coming of age, and I feel like I'm actually becoming an adult, a man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to expose myself, even when it comes to little things like food or music. Other people's cultures. Really learning about the government and learning about governments other than my own in America. Learning about different countries, trying to learn different languages and things like that. Really trying to learn as much as I can before I leave this earth, you know. And with that being said, uh, with all the shit that's been going on in the media lately, well, shit, not in the media, but shit in the media, in social media, just on the internet in general, and in these streets, and these physical, real streets that we walk on, and walk through every fucking day, with all the racial tension, with all the propaganda, with with these rigged ass elections, playing on people's fucking intelligence. It's just a lot going on. But specifically speaking on the black community, we I deep down there's like a little glimmer of hope, but it's like in order to fucking like get to where we need to be, it's like, bitch, we got so much fucking work. And you know, with me looking at, because you know, I really wanted to see what the fuck people had to say. You know what I'm saying? Like on the internet, but you can find anything. So I was really trying to see, okay, well, what are non-black people saying about black people, and what the fuck are black people saying about black people? And I'm doing all my research, and specifically on YouTube. You know, the information or all everything I've gathered is just so it's shit's fucking abysmal. You know what I'm saying? Just the the general thing that I see, just in general, is that the main separation is between black men and black women, and black women feeling like, you know, black men really fumbled the pass and dropped the ball on, you know, taking their positions as men and protectors of their community, you know, which in turn, you know, made the black women have to, you know, make up for where the fuck they lack, you know what I'm saying, and being a man. You know what I'm saying? And then you have black men on the other side saying that black women, you know, are traitors, and you know they decided to go on welfare and take all this. I'm sorry if y'all hear people. I live in an apartment, you know, so don't mind that. But you know, saying black women are traitors because you know they decide to go on welfare and take handouts from the government, aka white man, aka white daddy. You know, speaking about how women have attitude, or black women have attitudes, ghetto, ratchet, blah 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 blah. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you didn't seen it all, or you know what I'm saying, you didn't probably seen it all if you watching this fucking video, because I ain't nobody. But me personally, me being a gay black man, I've sort of seen both sides of the coin as far as experiencing the negative aspects of both black males and females. I don't know how long this is going to be. I might break this shit up into other videos. I don't fucking know. Like, this is my first video. I just decided to do this bullshit just because, you know, something, you know, touched my spirit or whatever the case might be. But first off, I just want to speak on, I guess, my experiences with black women. So I'll start off with that. My mother, my mother had me when she got pregnant with me when she was 17. She had me at 18. So my mother is fairly young. You know, I only told you I'm in my early 20s. So me and my mom kind of grew up together, and we really don't have the best relationship. And what's so crazy is that you would think that it's typical, you know, I'm a gay black man, so you would think, oh, it's because, you know, he's gay and his mom didn't accept him, and da 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 da, blah, blah, blah. Girl, it ain't have nothing to do with that. Contrary to belief, that's like the least of my worries and my issues as far as my relationship with my mother. Um, like I said, my mom had me when she was young, so she was a child. You know what I'm saying? Raising me. And she still wanted to do what the fuck a child wanted to do. She still wanted to go out, drink, party, fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to do her. Um, which caused a lot of, I wouldn't say, well, yeah, I guess you could say resentment. But that wasn't the main thing. That wasn't even the bad part. I can deal with that. But one of the main problems that I had personally with my mother, and what I've seen with a lot of black women in general, and it's not, and trust me, I'm not here to bash black women, trust me. I'm a gay black man. I adore black women, okay? Do not even play with me. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for other black women stepping into my life, You know what I'm saying? I probably would be like these other niggas disrespecting black women. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for these other black women stepping into my life and being like, no, baby, we got you. You know what I'm saying? So that's first and foremost. I love black women. I love black men. I love not black people. But with love, it's like, bitch, it's like family, bitch. If I love you, I'ma tell you when you fucking up. I'ma tell you when, bitch. No, that's not the look, babe. That was no. You know what I'm saying? So you do that with somebody who you love. You don't bash them. You don't put them down, but you just let them know, look, that shit ain't cool, and you gotta change. But getting back to my story, uh, the main problem that me and my mother had is the simple fact that she chose men over her kids. She chose men over her kids, and she let the men that she chose abuse her kids. You know? And I've seen that with other black women as well. You know? And just to give you a little story of how really my whole perception of life changed at a really young age, you know? Uh, my mom was with this dude at the time. You know, we was living in the hood, living in the projects, or whatever the case might be. My mom's with this hood nigga, whatever, whatever. And you know, it was some typical hood shit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga would come and go as he pleased in the house. You know what I'm saying? Smoke weed. I don't got no problems with nobody smoking weed. I smoke bud myself. You know what I'm saying? But in and out of the house, smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Bringing his niggas up in there. You know, selling weed. You know what I'm saying? Out the house and typical nigga shit. But on this particular day, I think I was like 7. I had to have been like 7 years old because I definitely wasn't 8. So I had to have been like 7 years old. And this was during the summer. So my mom's at work. You know what I'm saying? Well, I have 2 younger sisters. Well, I have 3 now, but at the time I had 2 younger sisters. And the situation was my mom would go to work and there would be this van that would come to pick my little sisters up to take them to their recreational camp. And me, I didn't have to go to camp. I was old enough to just do me. I played in the neighborhood. I was responsible enough to be alone while my mom was at home. So it was nothing for me to be home alone. But I would have to get my little sisters ready every day for this van to come pick them up to take them to their camp. Whatever. So on this particular day, I'm getting my sisters prepared to leave. The van, I knew the van was coming, so I was getting them ready to go. And the dude who my mom was with at the time, I'm in the room getting them ready. He busts through the fucking door talking about, hey, yo, the van is outside, ready to pick them up. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I mean, well, like, I'm like, he see me getting them ready. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right. I'm getting them ready right now. Boom, I got one out the door. My one sister's out the door. She out the door. I'm putting on my other little sister's shoe, and I'm damn near done. I'm putting on her shoe and I'm tying it. This nigga come through the fucking door, and let me remind you, this is a grown ass man. I was living up north at the time, so niggas were Timbs. So he busts through the fucking door in my little sister's room while I'm getting her ready, and he's like, "Didn't I fucking tell you that the van was out there? You need to hurry up." So he proceeds to kick me the fuck over because I'm my little sister sitting on her bed and I'm kneeling down, putting on her shoe and tying it. This nigga comes over, kicks me over, literally stomps me the fuck out. like I was some nigga who owed him some money on the motherfucking street. Like this nigga stomped me the fuck out to the point where I had a gash on my fucking on the side of my head, on the side of my forehead, bleeding all over my face. You know what I'm saying? And what's so crazy is that even with that shit happening, with me boohoo crying and I got blood all over my face and all this bullshit's going on, I still take my little sister out to the van and put her in the van. And the van driver is looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. He's like, what the fuck is going on? So I think after that happened, I think it was him. It had to have been him. I think he called Child Protective Services, on my mom, yeah, he called Child Protective Services on my mom, and the authorities stepped in. But before they even stepped in, what's so crazy, and this is what literally changed my whole perspective on life. And let me remind you, I'm only 7 years old, man. At that day when that happened, I think it's because it was so traumatic. I really don't remember much from that day. Like, I don't even remember what happened after I put my sisters in the car. I don't even remember cleaning myself up. I don't remember I don't remember much from that day. But the one thing I do remember is, if word went around that day that the shit happened to me, and I guess other people saw it in the projects that I was living out. So my mom came home from work, and I didn't see her yet. When she had came home, she had walked up to her neighbor's house. I guess the neighbor was telling her what the fuck happened. So my mom is coming back down from the neighbor's house and walking to the house, and I'm expecting my mom. Cause let me remind you, it wasn't like it was some small bullshit. I had a big ass gash on my forehead, and I still have a scar to this day. I still have damage to the side of my head on this day. The side of my head, on the right side of my hair don't even grow at the same rate as my my left side. It's not even the same grade of hair. You probably can't notice unless you really, really look at it, but I notice because I gotta look in the mirror every motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? I'm scarred for life. You know what I'm saying? But what's so crazy is when my mom came home, I was expecting her to do what the fuck a mother does when they see their child hurt or injured. It's like I'm expecting for her to do what the fuck a mother does, like, oh my gosh, my baby, are you okay? Or what happened is, are we going to take you to the hospital? Like, are we going, I expected some type of something from her, but when she had came home, it was like, she ain't even care. Like, she ain't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? And that shit hurts so fucking bad. The shit hurts so fucking bad because the one person in this world who you feel like is supposed to be there for you no matter what, who's supposed to protect you no matter what, you know what I'm saying, nurture you, was was not even there. It's like she wasn't even there. It's like she didn't even care. You know what I'm saying? And that shit hurt me so bad, and I felt so alone. I felt like, damn, like, okay, so nobody don't give a fuck about me, apparently. That's the thought that I had. Like, immediately, once that moment happened where, I saw her, and I'm looking at her, I'm expecting her to come and run up and give me a hug, or grab my head and be like, are you okay? It was just like, what's up? Like it was any other day. And that shit hurt so fucking bad. And that was pretty much the beginning of the end, you know what I'm saying, of our relationships. Because from that point, I I really distanced myself from my mother. It was like it got so bad to the point where I just stopped talking to her. Like my mom raised me for 18 fucking years, and it's like, well, just to let you know, I stopped talking to her from that point, and the shit just kind of stayed the same until I became an adult. You know what I'm saying? And it would be like, oh, he's so quiet. He just don't, he always keeps to himself, or he always, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you're saying that like you don't know why, like there ain't like you just can't see why he keeps to himself, or you can't see why he don't talk to nobody. Cause it's like, damn, fuck everybody. Why should I give a fuck? Don't nobody give a fuck about me? And what hurt it even more was the fact that she still stayed with this man, still had another child by this man, which fucked me up because I hated a newborn baby just for the simple fact of what this nigga did and what my mom did. You know what I'm saying? I resented, me and my little sister, we have a great relationship now. But for some of her first years of life, I resented her. I hated her. I hated her. I hated my other sisters too because, that's another thing too. With black mothers need to stop doing. Black single mothers. Well, shit, even the ones who be having niggas in the house. Sometimes. It's like, y'all get mad. Luckily, I was never like that. I was never like a hellraiser. I was just more so like a black sheep. Like, I kept to myself. I did my own thing. If I did any dirt, I wasn't going to tell nobody, or I wasn't going to make a big deal out of it. But, you know what I'm saying? Me growing up in the hood, it's like, yeah, I had friends who were fucking hellraisers, who always fought, who always were very aggressive, who stole, who, was just doing the fucking most in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But black women, y'all get so mad when y'all boys, you know what I'm saying, be running a fucking muck. But it's like, okay, well, first of all, the man ain't there. So you're putting it on your son, like, okay, well, since your dad ain't here, you gotta be the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much, even if you ain't saying it, it's like, okay, well, it's like, oh, when you 16, when you 18, you gotta get a job. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be up in this type of blah, 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 da, 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 da. You know what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like then, when they get stronger than you, when they get taller than you, and they realize that, you know what I'm saying? And they really start to feel like, even though they only fucking 16 years old, you know what I'm saying? They feel like a man. Because you low-key, you subconsciously made him feel like that's how he was supposed to be. The man of the house. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit here and have your child. It's one thing to watch your siblings. Everybody, if you're the oldest, it's just normal to have to watch your siblings or babysit from time to time. But when you actually got a child who's literally carrying the weight of an adult. The only thing they ain't doing is working a 9 to motherfucking 5. But they at home, they cleaning, they cooking, they watching your kids on a daily motherfucking basis. While at the same time, you still telling them, oh, be a child, stay in a motherfucking child's place. Okay, well, bitch, I'm trying. I'm trying. But you got me here, pretty much carrying the load of what the fuck the man's supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's too confusing. It's too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? And then you wonder why, when they get older and when they get bigger, they be acting a fucking fool. Really, think about it. You know what I'm saying? But, that's just one little story. You know what I'm saying? Like, black women, stop choosing fucking these nothing ass niggas over your children. Stop it. Please fucking stop it. Stop it, please. Stop choosing these nothing ass niggas over your fucking kids. Cause that shit hurts. It do. It do. You know what I'm saying? More than y'all really fucking know. You know what I'm saying? And that shit does affect you in your fucking adulthood. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yes, I am an adult. I am a man. And I take full advantage of whatever the fuck happens to me in my adult life. I do. But you can't negate the fact that your past factors in the way you know are in the future. That's just the way the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, black women, please stop choosing these nothing ass niggas over your fucking kids. But yeah, that's it.